Hello, welcome back to the Snapon Tri-County Tool Show. Back with another flyer video. We just got our heavy duty flyers in for September 13th to October 31st and thought, hey, we gotta let everyone else know what kind of deals that are going on right now. So what I think we'll be doing from now on for flyers, I'm gonna go through the whole flyer. You can pause on the pages that you want. But we're going to talk about one thing per page. And obviously, if you see something else on that page that you want, let me know. I'll get you some more information on it, and we can go from there. But remember, I am a Canadian franchisee. The pricing in here may not be the same as what you get in your place. And without further ado, let's get into it. So, first page that I have to say I'm excited about. There's not much to talk about. But what you do get to talk about is our engine bay creeper. And boys, oh boys, have I sold a lot of these things. So our engine bay creepers, they're actually made to hold, I believe, about 650 pounds of weight. These actually have a really nice tray underneath as well, so you can store whatever you need on your way up or down from the vehicle. Leveling feet as well, so if you're working on an uneven surface or outside, you're all set to go. And just overall, if you're having your stomach poke into whatever hood latch or whatever cowl that you curse every time you have to work on a vehicle, you don't got to worry about that anymore. Moving on to the next page. Digital torque wrenches. I know I've talked about them. I've posted videos in the past. But the 3/4 inch one always seems to be left out of the conversation, which I'd have to say, I dare say, may be the most important, because on your higher torqued applications, you start to see more and more of a discrepancy with your torque wrench, mainly because of the amount of force that you got to pull with. You might be pulling too much on a bolt because you're putting your all into it. And with our 3/4 that goes from 30 foot-pounds to 600, it gets rid of a lot of the applications that you need your 1/2 inch for, if you can use this, and not have to pull your arm off with it. So pretty handy stuff. Next page, we start getting more into power tools. We're looking mainly at 18 volt, 14.4, and of course your air. I'm going to talk a little bit about our air drill, because I think you guys have heard quite a bit about our cordless stuff. Our PDR just drills in general. This is the 3/8 and 1/2 inch. Are probably one of the most impressive air drills I've ever seen. First of all, top mounted, your forward and reverse switch, so you can switch it one-handed. What I like, and I didn't realize that this had that much of a difference, is there's actually like a planetary gear inside there that actually gives you a lot more precision, so you can actually kind of like feather the trigger a lot easier for you. It also makes it stronger. And then of course your chuck is made extremely high precision, so you can actually have that that drill bit not walk on you, which is very handy. And same with our 1/2 inch cordless as well. They're kind of made 2 peas in a pod, but one for a certain application and then one for another. The air is definitely a lot smaller. Moving on to the next page, mainly sanding and grinding. We just talked about air, so let's switch that over to cordless. We're going to talk about our 18 volt cordless angle grinder. A lot of guys use this just as a grinder. It does come with your cutoff attachment as well, basically in another grinding guard or cutting guard, so you can switch them in and out. 8,000 RPM. Your whole body of the tool can rotate so that the battery's out of the way. So if you see the battery's kind of flopped over to the left, you can move that underneath or to the right as well to get it completely out of your way if you do have that tight access spot that you're working in. Flipping over to the next page. Now this is a new tool page. Well, I say new tool. A lot of our new tools that have been released in the last year have been put on this page. And what I'm going to talk about this bad boy right here. So we have quite a few of these coming in from our tool show. Our 18-volt Monster Lithium brushless, cordless Rivet Gun. I guess biggest thing with it, 4,400 pounds of pull force, makes it a lot quicker for doing rivet jobs. You do actually have kind of like a pocket on the back end you can see up in there for all your tabs that you need to get rid of. Of course, field replaceable long life jaws, I should say, reading from the flyer here. So you don't have to worry about once the jaws are gone, you got to get a new unit. You can actually just replace those. We'll work with your 5/32, 1/8, 13/16, and 1/4 inch rivets. And then this kit, specifically for the price, comes with a battery and a charger. And then, of course, your 3/4 inch, 1/2 inch drive, all that good stuff. And then air. We're talking more about air impacts, air hammers. Your 1-inch heavy-duty impact doesn't get talked about that much, so we'll spend a little bit of time on this one. About 1,800 foot-pounds of torque, 3-speed forward, full power reverse. So obviously, you're going to want to take stuff off with maximum torque, but you don't always want that in forward because we all know what that could make. With that, of course, you got your rubber nose bumper, so you don't scuff it up or bump it up against those rims or anything else. And of course, you want to keep the rims in good shape as well. So you can get it with a standard anvil, or you can get your long anvil as well. So that, along with your grease gun, 1/2 inch impacts, 3/4, air hammers, and some air ratchets there as well. This pays more fabrication and persuasion, we'll say. So we're going to talk about our long handle brushes. These are new to the truck, stainless steel and nylon. I believe I talked about these in a previous run through of the truck video. Biggest thing with these are they're a heavy duty brush. They're made to last longer, and with the nylon housing, you don't got to worry about getting worn out the same as wood will. A long handle, ergonomic, and biggest thing as well is also, ironically, literally and figuratively, the brush area. It's about 1 3/4 and 4.5 inches wide. So pretty cool stuff there. Some pry tools, multi-position pry bars are also on sale. And seal driver handles. So keep that in mind. If you got a seal driver kit, you want to add on to it. There are your part numbers for your handles. If you need some bigger hammers or anything welding, we can get you fixed up. Next page, power jet nozzles, welding helmets, and our corded vacuum. Our 2-stage 16-gallon wet dry vac is the topic of conversation on here. I've sold quite a few of these to body shops, cleaning up vehicles, detailing as well. Biggest thing is they're a 2-stage motor, heavy-duty locking metal casters, so if you're rolling it around on your floor too much, you're not going to have to worry about your wheels failing on you. 125 CFM motor with 6 peak horsepower. Will fill up that 16-gallon tank in no time when you are dealing with a dirty area. And of course, your long hose, about 10-foot hose with all your different adapters, which is a pretty wicked deal. Quick run over the page, and of course, our hand soap in our little, I call them shower sizes, in stock on the truck. Thermal imaging. See the unseen. I'm planning on doing a video on these as soon as I can keep one on the truck long enough to do it on a weekend. You just need to know that with all of our thermal imagers, we have 3 different models now. They are going to make your life easier. They are a triage tool. Use it for everything from alignments to see if the outside of a tire is hotter than the inside after a road test, to your brakes sticking on, to anything, honestly. Engine misfires. You're looking at electrical where a relay's stuck on. This is going to be able to diagnose everything for you, folks. And like I said, we got 3 different ones, a 2.8-inch model, a 3.5-inch model, and a 4.3-inch model. And we're talking about the screen with that. Of course, there's a lot of other features, which if you want to see a video on all 3, let me know. We'll do a side-by-side comparison. And also your cordless testers, or I should say your battery testers, and your Blue Point Pocket IQ scan tool for heavy duty. on here, we'll do a quick run through. Monster Lithium Inflator. Biggest thing I can talk about on this page is the inflator, mainly because it's one of the only tools that I've used personally. Not being a garage affiliate in the past, I went right out of school into Snapon. This is one of the only tools that I use on a hopefully not regular basis with flat tires, but when I do use it, really handy. You can basically inflate a tire in 5 minutes if you need to. 18-volt lithium-ion battery. You got a field replaceable hose if it ever gets chopped off. I can tell you they are really compact, so you shouldn't have any issues with them, but if you do, you can always replace them. Dual lights on the back, so if you're doing a service job at night, you can see what you're doing, and all the other tools there. Coming to the end of the book, I might have to speed up because I think I told you before, YouTube doesn't want me to make 15-minute videos, so we're going to do a speed round here. You're basically looking at all your different measuring equipment, feeler gauges, micrometers, calipers, and of course straight edges on the bottom there. Precision straight edges, I should say. You can get any straight edge, but you can't get one that's as precise as our Snap-on. Fluid services. You're looking at all your pressure tester kits, cooling adapter kits. We just got one of these on the truck. Really, really handy. A lot better than the universal fits that like to pop out of place. Lights. We have so many different lights on sale in this flyer and more on the truck. Main thing that I'm going to talk about here, tells you your color temperature. Which basically I talk about it as like a fluid recognition type of thing. So if you're worried about looking at a blue fluid, you're not having a yellow light that works with you and makes the fluid look green. Also, if you're doing color matching, really, really handy to have a color temperature adjustment or just a neutral color instead of like a bluish tinge to the LED, or so on and so forth. You got all your lights there. On the next page, spills over. This is, I think, the only product that really spills over into 2 pages. And windshield kits for our magnetic accessories. So if you got a phone that you need to mount in your vehicle or on a toolbox, this is one of our easy mounts now that clips right onto your windshield so you can use your GPS while you're driving. And then finally, on our last page, organization for toolboxes. Whether it's a full kit you're looking for wrenches, sockets, and miscellaneous pliers, everything else, just sockets, or any of your specialty stuff, magnetic hangers, your slots and dots accessories, or magnetic disassembly trays. Overall, we got some pretty great deals going on in our flyer right now, folks. And if there's anything else you want questions answered on, let me know. Have a great day.